Don't start your company registration until you have all the details I've been mentioning in this video already.
Really?
You see, registering your company without having the details you'll be needing ready can make the experience very frustrating.
So frustrating.
And it can cost you a lot of time too, and you might make so many errors which you require CAC to query your registration afterwards. So in this video I'll be showing you all the details you must have ready so that you register your company as a pro, not like a newbie, and the experience or your registration will be very fast and seamless at the same time. If this sounds very interesting, hit the like button now and subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely, I'll do that right now.
My name is Caleb Igboke and you are welcome to my channel. So let us get the ball rolling immediately. First of all, there are 3 steps to CAC company registration, and the 3 steps are name research, application for name reservation, and commencement of company registration or incorporation. Actually, the last one is the major focus of this video today, because I'm assuming that you might have reserved a name already, but if you're just starting and you've not reserved a name, for you to register a company you need to do 3 things. First of all, the name you want to register, what you need to do is to go to cac.gov.ng and go to your public search. Preferably you should have 2 names or 3 names. Search for them and make sure no company is bearing that name, or there are no other similar names registered with CAC. Now when you've researched the name, that's when you move to the second step, which is application for name reservation. This is where you take the names you've researched for and apply that you CAC should reserve this name for you. Now let's move straight to our major focus for today, which is company registration. That is the main registration itself. Here I've grouped them, the details needed, I've grouped them in 4 categories to simplify it and make it easy for you to access them or gather them together. And they include: number 1, entities details, witness details, directors details, and shareholders details. Now we'll be explaining them one after the other. Entities detail. Entity means the company you are registering. So the company is referred as an entity. So the details you'll be needing for this section include the reserved name. The second one is email address of the company, not your own personal email address. So immediately CAC reserves a name for you, use that company's name and register an email address exclusively for that company. Another thing you'll be needing is the phone number of the company. Go and get a phone number registered specifically for that company. The next one is office address. This part has 2 sections: the head office, which is compulsory, and the branch office, which is optional. The way to get your postcode, if you don't know, is to type the name of your address on Google search and add zip code or postcode at the end. Then it will bring out the postcode of your location or the address for you. Then you input it. The 5th detail you'll be needing is the company's objectives. This is also known as memorandum of understanding. And please don't panic or fear. This is not hard to write. It's as simple as telling CAC these are the businesses I'll be undertaking. You get that? In fact, I have a practical video where I did a live registration using a client's account on my channel. The link is in the description of this video, or it is in the first comment of this video. Go and watch that video. I shared a simple trick how you can get your business objective written in less than 1 minute, professionally written in less than 1 minute. So go and look out for that video now and watch it. That will help you to write a business objective or memorandum of understanding that cannot be queried by CAC. Then the last details you'll be needing here is the article of association. This one is very technical and requires the the service of a lawyer to write, but CAC has made one available for just anybody who wants to register a company on their portal. So when you reach this section, you just click and adopt CAC's own document. Now we move to number 2, which is witness detail. Who is a witness? Take for instance, when you buy a land, there are some persons that used to sign called witness. Those persons doesn't have right over that land or whatsoever. The same way it is under this section. A witness doesn't have right in your company, and this are the details you should get from the person. First, the full name of the person. Second, the occupation. Third, the email address. Fourth, the phone number. Fifth, full residential and service address, and make sure you put the postcode at the end. Now we'll be moving to the third category of needed details, and this is the director's details. Only you can be the director of your company, in case you don't have other persons partnering with you already. So these are the details you'll be needing for yourself if you are the only one serving as a director, or you have another person. These are also the details you should get from them. Number 1, the full name of the person, date of birth. Number 2, number 3, gender. Number 4, phone number. Number 5, email address. Number 6, nationality. Next one is occupation. The next detail needed is service or office address with postcode. Note, the company's head office that you entered before can suffice. So it is assumed as a director you are working from that head office, unless you have another office where you are working from as a director of your company. Then the next detail is your residential address with postcode. The last detail needed here is means of identification, and this can either be NIN, driver's license, birth certificate, voter's card, or affidavit declaring your age. Now we'll be moving to the last category of needed details, and this is the share and shareholders detail. Before you start registering your company, what you should do is to first decide the quantity of shares you'll be registering your company with, and the minimum share capital CAC allows is 100,000 naira. So you decide, are you registering with 100,000 share capital, 1 million, 10 million, 20 million share capital? And there are some businesses that have a specific or a minimum required share capital they must start with. Often I get some persons asking, does it mean if I start with 1 million share capital, I must have that 1 million naira cash as a startup capital? And many other questions surrounding how to allocate their share capitals. Well, this video is not actually on share capitals, but the good news is that I'll be doing a video where I'll be explaining exclusively share capital, how to allocate your share capital, what share capital means, the type of share capitals you should choose, and every other question that I get to receive, and even the ones I've researched already about share capital. So I'll be explaining it in detail. Not only that, I'll be doing a series on frequently asked questions on CAC registration. I get to receive diverse kind of questions, and I've gathered all of them together, and I'll be answering them in batches in my subsequent videos. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel. Don't only subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified immediately I drop these videos. Okay, let's move on with the video. Again, you have to decide the percentage each shareholders will be having. Remember, shares is very critical in your company, so you have to be very careful when allocating share to anybody in your company. And another thing is that only you can own all the shares in your company. If at the point of registration you don't have other partners you are dividing the shares with, and if in the future you wish to allocate to other person or sell your shares, you can then start selling out. Note, all shareholders details are the same as the directors details. Before we bring this video to a close, there are other optional details needed. Why I didn't include them under those categorized ones is because they are very optional, and this includes the secretary's details. If it's assumed that as a startup, maybe you don't have a secretary already in your business or for your business, so this one is very optional. But if you have a secretary already, that means you should get the details of the person and enter them in this section. Another optional detail is the PSC details. What is PSC? Persons with significant control. Now, everybody who has up to 5% shares in your company is automatically a person with significant control in that company. So when you get to this section, CAC or the portal loads the details of that person automatically. But if you have someone who is not a shareholder that you want to add as person with significant control, you can enter the detail manually here. Now, before you move out and start racing your company, remember I told you I did a live tutorial on company registration where I used the client's registration I was running to do a live registration here on my channel. So if you have not watched that, make sure you go and watch it. People have been thanking me for the video because of how detailed it is. I didn't do any cut and join. It was live. I did everything till when I made the payment. So make sure you go and watch that video now. It is in the description of this video, the link, and it is also in the first comment, the pinned comment of this video. Go and watch it now, and I wish you success in your registration. So thank you for watching, and please, if you don't like this video to this point, like it now before leaving and subscribe to the channel. My name is Caleb Iboke. See you in my next video.